Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Week 4 edition of the Commissioners' Address for the Border NFL Gurus. My apologies, kind of dropped the ball in the Week 3 Commissioners' Address. Scheduling conflicts, busy week. So let's forget about that. Let's get into this week's edition. Lots happening around the league this week. I'm going to do a quick recap of Week 3, and then we'll get into this week. So, Week 3, quick rundown. We had Joe Buck Yourself versus Peterson. Joe Buck Yourself, more victim of circumstance here than anything. He would have beat all but two teams, one of which he played, which got him the loss. Peterson took that one 129 to 118. Vic This playing the Wendell Beckhams. Vic This took this one 95 to 91, tight game, which moved him up to 3-0, and dropped the Wendell Beckhams to 2-1. So nice win there, nice tight game. Moving over to Suck My Ditka and 4 and Out. 4 and Out had a monster week, putting up 170 points. Suck My Ditka again was one of the top 4 scorers in the league. Again, more a victim of circumstance than anything. Which moved her to 1 and 2. So 4 and Out took that one 170 to 111. Race Finkles played Billy Large. Billy Large coming up with the win 88 to 82, which took Billy to 1 and 2, and took Race Finkles to 0 and 3. So Race Finkles was in a tough position here at the end of Week 3, same as Joe Buck Yourself. Fast and the Curious. Losing this one to Watt, the 92 to 82, 10-point spread, and Rosterbation getting blown out by Clug the Plug. Clug putting up 94, and Rosterbation putting up 72. So that's your quick Week 3 rundown. Let's get into Week 4. We're going to kick things off with Joe Buck Yourself and Vic This. Joe Buck Yourself picking up his first W of the year here, 81 to 77. All it took was for Vic This to be missing a running back. So, hey, any fuckers want to start one running back, I'll take you on. Doesn't matter. Fuck. Finally a win, though. He'll take it. Led by Cam Newton, and Calais Campbell actually had a pretty big day with 11.5. Vic This, obviously Lynch was out. And then Jimmy Graham put up a real fucking stinker again. He's been having a pretty shitty season. So that is our first game, which takes Joe Buck Yourself to 1 and 3 and drops Vic This to 3 and 1. Moving over to Suck My Ditka and Race Finkles. Race Finkles picking up the win here. So we no longer have any winless teams. Led by Bradford, who, for the first quarter and a half was pathetic. Ends up with 30 points. So nice showing from him. And his kicker actually had a decent day with 12 points. Suck My Ditka. Derek Carr leading the way there with 17.8. And then Duke Johnson Jr. I don't know. Put up 17.6. Cleveland's running back had a nice day. Other than that, pretty disappointing for Suck My Ditka, who drops to 1 and 3, and Race Finkles jumps up to 1 and 3. Moving over to the Fast and the Curious and Rosterbation. I believe it's the tightest game we've ever had in this league. 76.54 to 76.12. Rosterbation hanging on for the win. Intense game. DeAndre Hopkins, 16 points for Rosterbation. Forsett, 15. The rest, not that great. Phillip Rivers leading the way for Fast and the Curious with 32 points. Unfortunately, it just was not enough, which drops Reed down to 1 and 3 and bumps Randy up to 2 and 2. Hell of a game, boys. Barn burner. Love it. Peterson versus Clug the Plug. Clug the Plug picking up the win here. I don't know how this fucking guy keeps putting up 100 points with that roster, but hey, it's working for him, man. He picks up the win here, 101 to 95, moving him up to 3 and 1 and dropping Peterson to 3 and 1. Never understand why Peterson decided to leave Freeman on his bench, but hey, I mean, he only had 32 points, so it would have been more than enough for the win. But I mean, hey, some of us just weren't cut out to be fantasy managers. So Clug the Plug picking up the win there. Good game, actually. Moving into 4 and out versus the Wendell Beckhams. This one was just flat out ugly. 4 and out taking this one 101 to 56. I guess when you got to start Jameis Winston, he throws 4 picks. It's not going to be a good week.